Hello everyone, welcome you all in this session. Myself, Assistant Professor Ripal Gupta from Manager School of Law. Today we'll take the subject of public interest lawyering, and the topic of discussion is precautionary steps to be taken by the advocates before filing the PIL. So basically PIL is for the public interest. It is not like private right. You can go for with the remedy rich, you can file petition and you can get the remedy because your private right has been infringed. Here you are talking about public interest. So if whenever you want to file the PIL, you have to say that there should be a public interest. There should be a harm of public interest by any person or any authority. So in that situation, you can file public interest. Apart from that, Supreme Court has given guideline to all the high courts of India that they should provide special guidelines on how to file PIL, on what grounds you can file PIL. So every high court has their own rules on PILs, but here we'll discuss some of the general rules regarding the PIL, which type of PIL you can file and what are the procedure of filing the PIL, which steps you should take proper care before filing the PIL. So let us start with the major area where you can file PIL. The first is where a factory, industrial unit is causing air pollution and people nearby are getting affected. So first area is factory where they are causing pollution and they are affected hugely by the people. Then where in areas street there are no street lights causing inconvenience to the inconvenience to commuters. So if there is no proper light electricity facility by the municipalities or by the government, you can file a PIL. Then where some banquet hall plays loud music in the night and causing noise pollution. Then where some construction companies cutting down trees causing environmental pollution. Then where poor people are affected because of the state government's arbitrary decisions on impose heavy tax. For directing police, jail authorities to take appropriate decisions in regards to jail reform such as segregation of convicts, delay in trial, production under trial before the court on remand dates. Then for abolishing child labor and bonded labor system, where the rights of working women are affected by sexual harassment, for keeping a check on corruption crime involving holders of high political officers. So these are the major areas where you can file PIL. Apart from that, yes, as I said, every high court has their own rules, so you can refer that rules which high court can entertain such kind of PILs. So every high court has their own rules, but they are the general so that you should take care of. Now for filing the PIL, there are two articles under which you can file PIL, and if you want to go to the High Court, then you have Article 226 through which you can file PIL, and if you want to go Supreme Court, then you can file under Article 32 for filing your PIL. So these are two articles which empower Supreme Court and High Court respectively to entertain the PILs, but there is a little difference in Supreme Court and High Court for entertaining the PILs. You can file we can file PIL under Article 32 if your fundamental right has been infringed. So if your, as a public at large, your fundamental right has been infringed by the government authorities during execution of their work, then you can approach the Supreme Court. In High Court, yes, as well as the fundamental rights, your constitutional rights, your any legal remedy you want to seek has been infringed by the authorities, then you can go to the High Court also. So High Court has more widened power. So even the nature of the case, you can file the PIL. So High Court can entertain PILs relating to fundamental rights, constitutional rights, remedy, and the nature of the case. And in Supreme Court, if your fundamental right has been infringed, you can file the PIL. For example, if there is a sewage problem in locality affecting 50 families, then you can file this PIL in the High Court. But if a large section of people is affected, whether by state government or central government, you can file the case in the Supreme Court through PIL. Another question comes up is who can file PIL? So PIL can be filed by the person who has no interest at all in that matter, a person or a foreigner who has just on the for the people's benefit, on good faith, can file the PIL. So if only a person is getting affected by any act, then that is not a ground for filing PIL. Although earlier only the person whose interest is directly along with the others can use such litigation. So even includes both the person who are affected, one of them person can file, or the person who are not at all affected but on the equity on the good, for the public benefit, he can file the PIL. So these are the essential point for that person who can file the PIL. So he is a member of a public action bona fide. So sometimes some high court has such rules that he has to file affidavit that he is doing completely for on the bona fide aspect, he has no interest at all. So that person should not have any interest in the matter, should act it in very bona fide manner. He is not merely a busybody or meddlesome entrepreneur. His action is not motivated by the personal gain or any oblique consideration. So he should not have any kind of monetary benefit or any kind of sort of interest which may be of his personal gain. So this should not be there with the person who is filing the PIL. So these are the basic rules regarding the filing PIL that you have to keep in mind. First, you have to keep in mind the areas that first is there must be a public interest, large people affected by any action. Secondly, it must be a certain areas defined where you can file the PILs. Then of course the two articles where you have to file the PIL, 32 and 226, Supreme Court and High Court respectively. And the second then another requirement is the person's his personality, that he is actually bona fide for without any personal gain oblique consideration, that has to be taken consideration. And so these are the and then you can file PIL against government action or municipality whatsoever. So these are the general basic rules for filing the PIL in Supreme Court and High Court. Thank you.